I'm in a snuggie. Wait, I'm setting up my chat right now, so I can't see anything. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for a replay to go over, because I really don't want to play right now. Like, I'm actually just in way too bad condition. I actually fucking hate flying so much. This RTK's game. He is the Razor, Raffle Razor Pubs. Wait, I have to finish uploading my vlog too. Okay, I got a replay. How do I do this? Recent games filter. Match ID. Replay expired. Amazing.
No gold for you.
Oh my god. I still can't see Twitch chat because I didn't log in. Fuck my life. Streaming is actually so hard. I'm actually just so bad at it. Whoa, they changed stuff. I have not streamed in a long time. They have changed stuff a lot. Right, I found the replay. Ah, it actually works. Amazing. Oh, I should have. Fucking people are just gonna give me their best replays, but I'll do this one. This is Mad Wrath replay. Before talking, I'm gonna go through the replay really quick, and then I'll talk about it. Cause I don't know. Like I would usually do this if I had to go over a replay with someone. I'd look at it before I talk about stuff, cause then I'll just talk it on my ass. I mean, I talked about it's in my vlog, but I'll talk about it because I just did a vlog. But do you see my blanket? It's a Snuggie, and yeah. But so my girlfriend always hears me complain about how I get cold when I play Dota. So she made me a Snuggie, and she said she'd embroider it with AUI too cozy. I thought it was super cute, and I want to share it with everyone. I'm gonna wear it every time I stream. Okay, so blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna go over a Nadex and I'll actually go over the replay after, because I like watching stuff first. What the fuck? There's a Fearon in their jungle. Raffle. So I'm gonna for this I'm gonna specifically focus on the Luna, but I think I'll look around stuff on the map too. Like especially starting items. I think starting items are actually such a huge part of the game that no one gives enough thought to. Maybe like pro players do, but like in pubs, I think they can actually change the game. Right, fuck it. I'm just gonna start going over it. Let me grab some water first. Hi, how do I pause? How do I use Twitch? I am having difficulties. How do I change? Okay, here, title Brooklyn. Public replays. Raffle. Alright. We're gonna start with the Luna. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's go. So, for starting items, you should never ever start with a magic wand recipe. Or even aim for magic wand. If you look at magic wand, it's actually not that good. Like people are like, it's the best item in the game, magic wand. But the best item in the game is magic stick probably, because magic stick basically gives you everything magic wand does, minus 3 stats. But those 3 stats cost you 300 gold, which is actually a lot, especially early. So on Luna, I like the fact that she went 2 regions, because she's a hero that doesn't really buy that much regen in lane. So it's good to get some so you don't have to like go to base, etc. Stuff like that. Fighting illusions isn't the best. I would have preferred if she started with, say, I don't like fast because she has too low HP pool, so I would have liked 8 tangos, a rig protection, and how many branches you can afford. Rig protection is really strong dispatch. It's 200 gold for 3 armor, which is, I mean, that's just really good. And she, like, you want it when you don't have particularly high armor, and especially you want to consider what you're gonna play against. So when I look at this, I have no clue what you're gonna play against in offlane actually. Realistically, it should be Fearon with a Spiritbreaker support, Rubik, Spiritbreaker, Sniper top, or Tinker, and then Sniper or Tinker mid. That would be what you're usually against, but sometimes in pubs you don't know. A lot of Fearons like to go jungle, even though he's definitely better in lane, almost always. Unless you have a strat with it as a support, but they go to jungle and they don't support. But anyways, I'm sort of rambling about that. So especially against Fearon, you definitely want this ring of protection. Even if it's against Sniper, you do, because anything that harasses you a lot with physical, you're going to want that ring of protection for sure. Because you want to make your regen last longer, but you don't want to spend too much on regen. Because when I go, say, to offlane with 2 sets of tangos and a salve, and it basically means I'm down 300 whatever gold in the game, because I spent on 3 sets regen. So starting items are important. So we look at the other ones. Jakiro, you definitely don't want to start with a Manto because 3 branches is the same cost and it's going to be more efficient. You usually want to start with a Clarity on your supports. Even if you don't need it for yourself, oftentimes your carry will need it, and it's cheap, and Clarities are OP because they give 135 mana. Pudge, he knows he's going to go against a Tinker or Sniper. Actually, lanes are actually impossible to predict in pods. I think his items are pretty good. Bottle Rush is decent. Since he has a Bounty Hunter, I actually would have preferred that he got a Stout Shield, because you can go ham on him, right? Like if Bounty Hunter got real items, which I'll talk about later, you can actually just walk up to him, start rotting him, and you can kill him with Orb of Venom. And it's harder to zone you out of lane. You're going to get your bottle anyways because you have a Bounty Hunter roaming on him, so it's not a problem. The biggest reason for Bottle Rush is because some heroes absolutely require a bottle, and if they get shut down, they're going to be completely useless. So DK, if he doesn't get his bottle, that hero is worthless in lane. So you need to rush it, and there's not much you'll do with the Stout Shield and stuff like that. But say if you want to snowball a lane, say you get First Blood, I hate it when people get first blood and then they buy a bottle, because a bottle doesn't help you dominate a lane. If you get first blood, you should usually buy like a bracer or no talisman or a wraith band or something like that, because that'll actually help you dominate the lane, or stout shield and a flask or something to trade regen with. Like that's a good buy if you have really early gold and you want to dominate your lane. Bottle, it doesn't really do anything. It gives you extra regen, but it's not particularly efficient right away. Like it's efficient after like 3 bottle closes or whatever, but you don't get that power spike, I guess. So you want to abuse the fact that you're ahead. So if I was DK and I knew my support was going to sit on this hill, I'd actually go some like stout shield or quelling or something like that and just completely dominate CS, because I know I'll get my bottle anyways. Probably not quelling blade. Maybe not even stout shield for DK. This is actually a terrible example. I'm actually way too tired and jet lagged. But anyways, yeah. So Bounty Hunter, you can definitely buy a support item and Orb of Venom. That's actually really important because Orb of Venom allows you to actually do something early. Spirit Breaker. Don't start with this shit. Get a stout shield usually in lane. It's gonna be good later anyways, probably. You definitely don't need gauntlets because you have ridiculously high base damage that I can't mouse over to see the damage range for some reason. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Axe, decent starting items. You might as well get a ring protection if you're gonna start with this. Alright, let's hit play. That's starting items. So, okay, let's go back a bit. So first thing, this is a big mistake by Luna actually, that people won't notice. So he fights a Rubik for the rune. Okay, that's fine, that's good. Rubik should have thrown it on this cliff and burned 2 tangles. But anyways, he fights him for it, that's good. But look at what his wave is doing. His wave is running all the way here, and since the change, Radiant creeps are like fast to like 22 seconds. So that means Sniper blocks like so little. He's barely blocking, but the wave is going to end up here. And that is actually really horrible for him, because Sniper's going to get full EXP, stuff like that. He's actually having such an easy time in offlane with 2 armor, 290 MS, 45 damage. Like that should never happen. Look where the wave is. If Luna started blocking, say here or something, or she even like has the support check the rune and she is here in case he needs help, and she runs down, beats the creep with here, like the lane, and she gets a good block, like the lane can be here, and then it's super easy to zone out the Sniper because he actually has 2 screens, too much space to play with. So Jakiro's trying his best to zone him out, but nothing's happening. And so here's also something you don't want to do as a support. When you harass, you can't tank the range creep, because look, he's tanking the range creep. As soon as this range creep hits you, you have to A-click on your own creep, or you're just screwing up your creep equilibrium. Because like, look at this, the lane's pushing, he's getting some harass off, but he's taking a range creep, so he's taking an additional, what is that, like 20 DPS? So he traded really poorly here, in terms of just regen, and the lane is pushing in. And you don't want the lane to push in, obviously, because, come on, offlane Sniper, he shouldn't be getting that much. Axe should be using his pull camp. But anyways, the focus of this replay is supposed to be on Luna, but she's carry, so like the only thing you can really do is you need to be controlling the lane way better. You need to be focusing on hitting your own creeps. Even if you don't get denied, you need to hit your own creeps to keep the lane here. And with the patch, since the creeps normally meet here, you have to deny extra if it's here, or you need to deny a bit less if it's here. You don't want the range creeps to stack up to like 2 or 3 that much, because then it's easier for the offlane to fight your support. But if it's here, like if you put like 2 or 3 extra hits, then your lane's gonna stay here, and that's perfect because all this, like, he's so far from his tower, he can't walk up, he's going to die. Jakiro and Luna is actually quite a bit of damage. As a support, you generally shouldn't sit in lane like this. Like, it's sort of carry specific, but most carries you want them to be strong enough to if you leave to gank, they can push out this offlaner alone or something like that. So Luna, when she's level 5 or 6, she's actually really scary. She can, like, if she started real protection, she got a Bast Ring, she just spams a few Qs on you, you're out of regen by that time, because before a support leads lane, he needs to ensure 2 things. Or a few things, I guess I should say too. He wants the lane to be back, so he can use the pull, he can harass, stuff like that. He wants to burn off as much of the offlaner's regen, and he wants to give your carry a head start. That's definitely more than 2 things. Because if you burn off the regen, your carry can stay in the lane alone, and they have to be scared. Because every time you kill them with Luna, they're not gonna, oh boy, they're going to sort of be in trouble, you know? They're gonna be scared of dying, they're not gonna be able to fight your Luna, so your Luna's gonna continue to free farm even if she's solo. The offlaner might sap EXP, but it's not important at all actually. Because, let's be honest, this patch, we're all full EXP. I mean, it's sort of important still, but yeah. So yeah, this isn't good because Sniper's the same level as Luna. The Jakiro get first blood, obviously not good. He's not utilizing his pull. If it's up here, you should be pulling for sure. Before you pull, if the lane's here, you should push it out when he pulls so they can't run in here and contest. Stuff like that. Okay. I'm so sleepy. So anyways, that's the biggest thing for the early game. You need the lane to be pulled back. The Tinker ganking. Doesn't matter, I don't know what he's doing. Great. So this one, even if Pudge doesn't call him away, you sort of have to be aware because Tinker's missing so long, but honestly there's like if they decide to gank you, you're like that's like there's I don't know how to talk about improving that. Like you need your ally to call him away, or you need to be good at map awareness. That never should have happened with a bounty hunter. And in fact, the lane here I want to say is ruining the Luna's game. Can't do that much. The biggest thing that a lot of people can do to improve is just like going into single player game, practicing your CS and stuff like that. It's actually really good. These guys can die. One thing here is one of the biggest thing I learned in Dota actually that my friend told me is like if I should A click where I am with Luna now, like okay, let's go here. So okay, Luna's here. Luna's here. If she sees a sniper, what the fuck? She sees a sniper right here. And she issues an attack command here, all the creeps are gonna start hitting her, which will screw up your lane equilibrium, you'll take extra damage. Instead, if you God damn it, Dota. Why is everything like when I put it to 0.25 the UI slows down? Holy shit. So if you walk to here and then attack him, none of the creeps would aggro because it's 500 range, which it wouldn't matter so much in this situation, but it matters a lot when you're trading harass as support. So I'll click the ground till you're in range, and then you want to A-click. And hopefully you'll be able to creep aggro now. See, Luna should be hitting the creep. Hit the creep. Good job. So the lane is finally starting to pull back. It's nighttime, they have a vision advantage, which is really nice. Jakiro, like one of the problems here is that Jakiro's just continually liquid firing and it's hitting some of the creep, so that also pushes the lane a bit. It'd be best if like it's a bit late now, but like if you had a head start, these two heroes could actually be standing here right now or something. Luna could run back for every CS, Jakiro would be back with her, and they'd be able to completely dominate this lane. Like this lane should be 30 CS for Luna, like 2 for the sniper, some crap. Okay, speed ahead to Luna. The bounty hunter's ganking. You don't want to take this skill point too because it pushes the lane usually. If you want to take it later, you can just save it. So something in ganks is that he sees his bounty hunter coming in. He TP down. This is like you don't want to run at them like this really, because if a Luna is running at you with 500 HP, like they should know something's up. But they got the kill, which is good. It was a good gank. I think Bounty Hunter still really needs to Orb of Venom. So ideally, you would let the Bounty Hunter get in position and then you'd run up. And you want your sequence to be hit, Lucent Beam, hit, because after your first hit, your Lucent while you Lucent Beam, your first hit's cooldown will sort of be resetting. So you basically just get an extra half auto or whatever. Of course, there are some exceptions to that. You need to play it by how you see it. If like you need to get closer in order to auto attack, if you need to Lucent Beam earlier to like cancel their animation or something, then obviously you Lucent Beam earlier. He just Glaives is making the lane push. After that kill, the lane should be completely dominated down here. Jakiro still needs to use this pull. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm done with the early game. Use a Tango if you're missing 115 HP because you're actually never losing anything from it. Like you should always use regen if you're missing that much. Unless you're trying to save it for some ridiculous outplay, but that's usually not the case. So like if I'm missing 300 HP, I'll use a Tango, blah blah blah. Jakiro should use some mana because he's a full, he needs to get his mana regen going. Use the Pope, good to Lucent Beam. I think he tread swap for it too, which is good. It's tread swapping. Always good. Holy shit, Sniper problem with solo kill the dual lane. Leveling up, good. Keep beaming him. You always see he's out of regen right now. So if you keep beaming him, he's gonna be like 200 HP and he's gonna be scared. Ideally, you want some sort of mana regen, like a Basi Ring or something. That makes it way easier. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Pudge gank. See, the Pudge came to gank, but he scared him away, which is really bad. You want to try to not scare him. Alright, I am done with the early game. So the next thing I want to talk about is probably farm patterns. He has a Mask of Death. You want to think about your item builds. In pubs, I like HOTD on Luna just because you're going to be solo farming a lot and stuff like that. But generally you want to sort of build tanky on her just because if you can survive their initial burst and press R, you're going to win a team fight. And it baits a lot of her spells, and if she's disabled, she's still giving a lot to her allies. Lucid Beam's actually one of the best Rubik spells, but you can't do anything to prevent that. Because he beams you. Like, this guy's dead. Right? Oh, he didn't move into the tower. Holy shit, I thought he was going to go into the tower and he was dead. But, ooh. I mean, that Rubik was dead anyways, but if that happened to me as Rubik, I'd be quite upset.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. That was lucky. Apparently, like... It wasn't that lucky because he only needed one Lucent Beam to hit him, and there were like 5 targets. So that's pretty likely. And then he would just get a second beam off, or he could run up and auto him. But yeah, that was pretty lucky. Is she charged? Okay, she is charged. So in this patch, one of the biggest things to talk about is that you don't need to pressure towers as much, especially in pubs. I don't think pressuring towers is as good because you don't force, well, you don't use the response properly in pubs. So I think the best thing is, unless you're keeping your lane static somewhere here, push up to your tower, go farm a jungle camp. There's a wolf here. She should definitely take this wolf. As soon as he sees it, this wolf is hers. Okay, so Erica charges her. There's pretty good coordination from the Dire team. So you want to push up to the tower, farm the jungle. And then the lane will push back because the tower hit it. You go back, you push it up to the tower, you farm the jungle. You're going to farm... Like, that's the fastest way to farm. The downside to that before were that you could have any hero at the tower last hitting, and it wouldn't really... Like, that didn't really matter. But the biggest thing was, like, you couldn't force a hero there. So there are 5 heroes on this side of the map now, which gives... How do I draw? If there are 5 heroes on this side of the map, they're a lot stronger than you. Because you have one hero just over here, like, racing. So by forcing a hero down, you made it more even on the other side of the map. And then you could TP. Stuff like that. But this patch, I don't know. Towers just aren't that good. Do you want to just get that extra farm? Blah, blah, blah. You also want to think about your allies a bit when you farm. Like, if you have a jungler, you might want to talk about him staying to these 3 camps while you take these 2 or something like that. And you want to farm towards your next objective, sort of. So, if I'm going mid, I'm coming from the rune, and I'm going to go mid. And I want to kill these 3 camps. Like, you wouldn't want to go here, then go here, then go here. You would just want to make a smooth pattern. You would want to take this one and then this one. And you probably wouldn't take this one, depending on where the lane is. But people, like, it sounds super basic, but people never think about how they farm. I'm not even lying. Like, they actually just hit creeps, and they don't think about, hey, is my team losing farm if I farm this? Can I farm, like, say, Ancient so that my ally can farm lane? Which, like, it's actually big. It's just free extra gold. If you're farming, you need to be able to switch on Strength Tread. She survives here, but she still got lucky. There's no bash. You should last hit this as carry. Good job. They have Strength Treads for the earn. Switch your Agi Treads for farming. You need to be a bit careful because of Furion, but like it's sort of hard for Furion to TP in on her here. Because 3 seconds, no vision, blah blah blah, night vision. I know it has night vision as much as you can. Like, you need to take a creep with your HOTD. You also want to keep in mind, like, spawn timers. So, like, for this one, if you go here, kill this one, you might not make the stacks. You might want to, like, farm to the left since this lane is so pushed in. Like, if you were to farm this one, she missed the stack too. If she were to farm these 2 and then wrap back, the lane would be here by the time she got back because it's only here now. Like, and if they have a sort of a range creep advantage, when you don't, if you don't go to a lane of immediately, you don't lose anything when they have a bigger creep advantage. Like you might lose like 1 or 2 creeps, but like it's not like you're gonna lose a wave, because their creeps are killing your creeps faster, unless it gets to a tower. So the only time you should really TP to a tower is if you need the lane to be pushed faster, or it's hitting your tower or something like that. Otherwise, like walking is usually better, just because you save that TP for other things. My hands are cold. I want hand warmers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So blah blah blah. Farm towards our objective. See, like if he had done this, he would have gotten an extra 2 camp. Like, I mean, he wouldn't really have, but like the lane, I don't know. Like I don't think that was efficient. I think he could have gone more, because Luna just farms really fast, and like if you're full mana, you should beam when you loosen thing too. Ooh, big. Oh, she had just a little bit more EXP here. Oh, big play. If she had just a little bit more XP, like she had done 2 extra camps, she actually would have killed both of them with the Eclipse and Beam. I think you should actually be able to stop charge with your Beam, so that was sort of a misplay there, but like it's a good turnaround. You keep a level head, you're gonna get good results. Use your Buckler when someone goes on you. Blah blah blah. I'm hungry too. Whoa. Max and Cleave is good. This is like for the person in my chat who's saying it's bad. That's actually really good. It's way faster farming this. I like 2 in Lunar Blessing just because like you don't really want to take Glaives before you're 8 or whatever usually, but if I could get away with this build and it didn't matter in the lane, I would go 4-4-1 like almost every game. I don't think the extra points in Lunar Blessing aren't that good, and this is way too important for farming. The fourth, like it's what is it? It's like 65 and then it's 40 and then it's like 32 or something and then it's 40 again or something like that. I don't even know, but like it's really good for farming. Now that the glaze bounce between each other, you want it max. Before you only want it at level 2 because most neutral camps have 3 creeps, so you'd only be able to use 2 bounces, but now you can just max it since they bounce between each other. Not the biggest fan of this Luna build usually. Usually I like Treads Drums meta in almost every single game. There are games where you go BKB first. Those games sort of suck for Luna. Actually, Luna's just not that high tier hero, so like if she needs to go BKB first, you maybe don't pick her in that situation. Alright. Luna's found the enemy. This is actually really good for her. I think she should actually skip this creep wave. If she can, because she already farmed these camps. And you want to stay in the enemy jungle as much as you can, because like if you're all farming 3 lanes and you're farming your own jungle, you're just even in farm. If you're farming all 3 lanes, you're both farming all 3 lanes, you're in the jungle, you're just killing extra camps compared to them, unless they're in your jungle, which I mean you should push them out of your jungle and you should break their jungle and then you push them out of your jungle, stuff like that. Yeah, ulti him. Charge him. Oh, your Fury on. Oh. 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 Oh boy. Charge hit everyone. Well, Luna has a TP. I like the fact that she's actually not going to this fight. See how no one's dying? And, like, her team, if the team won the fight without her, and she's just farming, like, that's huge. This is actually such a good decision not to go to a fight. And I don't know if he thought about it, but it was good. Yeah. So, like, let's look at that. Because this is something people don't do enough to. So they go in and bottom. Did he solo kill someone too? Oh, he has no clips.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So his team's fighting here. If he thinks that his team can win this fight without him, he should definitely not go to it. And he's actually
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
nice. That's good. That was really good. He got a solo kill on one of their cores, and he didn't come to a fight that was worth it, as his team is crushing anyways. That was actually huge. And so while that fight was going on, I just want to click on the Luna and see how many... Like, it wasn't... Like, normally you get actually more creeps in this, but she got a kill instead. So she had 500 gold when the fight started. And now she has... By the time the fight's over, she should have basically 1500. So by not going to this fight, she saved herself 1,000 gold and she saved herself 1 TP. So she got 1,100 gold by not going to a fight. Her team got more pressure on the map because the pressure doesn't really matter early game because you don't force people to show, especially in pods, but it definitely matters mid game because seeing their heroes mid game is a lot better. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I actually always like seeing enemy heroes, but like I think farm's more important in dispatching, pressuring a tower. Just farming. You want to go to see like. This is a good farming pattern because she farmed towards where she wanted to go. See? Now she's mid. The farm's coming in. She didn't lose that much. She probably should have skipped this camp, but they're setting up for a gank, so her decision was pretty good there. But you see, the creeps are still here. She's farming. You like if it's like this, there are 2 people in lane. You generally want to give it to your ally in pubs just because if they can farm it, or they unless you like really need it for something. Well, like, see, they have a hero advantage. She can either push into her jungle, which is a bit dangerous in pubs because you don't know if your allies will help you, or she could have farmed this instead of just sort of farming with her axe. If someone called for a push, it's a different story, but like it's not like this push should really. I mean, maybe they'll get a tower, but they really shouldn't this game. They have a, I don't know, Tinker hero. What? Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, maybe they're just so far ahead. I haven't really been like if. I don't know why I feel different spectating games than I do when I play it. Like she looks at these camps. I'd actually, I mean they get kills, but like this shouldn't happen. It's fine. That was a good eclipse. You eclipse, you run in, blah blah blah. They have an advantage. If when you have a 1-2 hero advantage, one of the most important things to do here is even if you don't think you can break this space, you need to force them back here. So this Tinker, he's being obnoxious as fuck. He's farming bottom while they're pushing your base. So they sort of seize the opportunity and they push. But sometimes you have like an idiot split pusher in a game, like so that's me, like always. And if they don't force me back to their base, one, I'm gonna create pressure on their tower, so at least we're gonna get a trade out of it, and I'm gonna get a lot of farm. Like I get a lot of farm by not coming back early. And sometimes it's to a fault. Like I don't come back early enough, which is really bad. But like you get a lot when you don't have to go back when you see 5 of them or whatever, blah blah blah. This game go a lot longer? Alright. Farming. Good farm pattern. You farm the camps and then you go to lane. I think. Yeah. Ooh, punch hook. It's a farm. She should go to. Like you have 2 choices here. So either you create pressure on top, or you farm your ancients, or you like farm their jungle. Like if there's already an axe there, farming their jungle is actually fine too. If your teammates want to stay around here. So ideally you want to pressure this tower, but if you're not strong enough because your team, like you had 2 teammates here, staying in their jungle to keep in a good position on high ground is actually really good too. Because you can take a disadvantageous fight if you have a better position. I mean, I guess it's not disadvantageous then, but you can take something that would have been a bad fight just purely based off the positioning of your heroes. Like if you have 3 heroes here and they run into us 4, you're going to smash them. Because you're going to burst 1 to 2 people down. And then it's a 3v2 or 3v3. Even if they still spells, you're going to come out on top. And you prevent them from farming, which is good. So actually, I actually hate it if she farmed agents here, especially since she has a creep to stack. You should definitely break their jungle or pressure top. Blah blah blah, Tinker no anything, it's a Dangan. I think that lack of mana regen is sort of hurting her here. It would really help if she had a Keela. Keela's actually just a decent item. Boom, 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 boom. Blah blah blah, farm their jungle good. I mean, people who are saying this isn't a 5k game, like, this is the 5k game. The smooth farm patterns are good. How she moves on the map is good. She's been in this side of the map for the last 6 minutes. And people completely underestimate how important that is. Like people say you can win off macro in StarCraft. Like, there are similar tendencies in Dota 2, where if I farm in this area, I will win the game for my team by farming in that area, just by that. And you'll actually improve your MMR a lot by doing that as carry. Because, like, I don't know. Like, if you're just farming here, like, you have no impact in the game. You're farming, they're farming, your farming means nothing. Your team's probably fighting 5v4 without you. If your team fights 5v4 without you here, and you're here, you are ruining the game. Because you're not even getting anything out of it. Your team might lose a fight if they fight here, and you're up here farming, but you're going to get this tower. You're going to get their jungle. The gold graph from the fight is going to say, hey, we lost a bit, but you're actually not falling behind in gold at all. Like you might even lose one hero, two heroes more than them, but you're actually coming out on top. And that's actually a really important concept for Dota. Blah blah blah, this game's over. Use Flutter, 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 great spell. This game's over. Fountain dive. So like the biggest thing is Luna, like one of the bigger things she needs to work on is like her starting lane. Like you need to pull the lane back. If you're going to take your W, you need to save it. But I actually think she played pretty well. I think her farm patterns were good.
Dire's middle
I think
tower is under
like
attack.
it's not optimized obviously, but like even pros, like they're usually not optimized, and by staying on this side of the map she did way a lot this game. And look, like it's not like you lose farm by being on their side of the map either. Like, have you ever watched Envy's Clinks? Like he's running around like an idiot, but he's actually the highest farmed in the game, and people think, oh, he's trying to do too much, he's not farming enough, but he's the highest net worth in the game, and they're all minus 1k net worth or minus 2k net worth just because he's sitting on their side of the map being a good player.
Dire's middle Dire's courier. Dire's structure.
Game's over. Okay, next replay. $4.6K's nature profit. Profit, nature's profit. Well, Slasher Dota. Watch my replay. I like Slasher. I like his videos. They're cute. I don't think the AM one was legit. The Jara one made me think. It doesn't work as carry, I think, but it's really good in pubs. Slasher. Alright. After this one, I'm watching Slasher's replay. This is Slasher, right? Is it Slasher? Is it even Slasher? This is Slasher. Alright. I have my last two replays, so I'm gonna watch this 3-on-1. I mean, I think I have time to go over more than that, so... Wait, actually, I'm gonna go get a hand warmer, because my hands are ridiculous. I'm gonna go turn on the heat, and maybe grab something to eat really fast. So I'm gonna bear back.
Timbersaw!
Faceless Void.
Tinker!
I speak for the trees.
Queen of pain.
Legion Commander!
Invoker.
Witch!
Omni Knight.
Prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle." This one is so in the.
So I said this when a lot of you guys weren't watching, but so I always complain about how it's code. So for my birthday, my girlfriend sewed me a Snuggie, and she's gonna embroider it with like AUI2 cozy, and I'm gonna wear it at TI or something like that, because it's actually just way too awesome. Alright, let me one more bite on my food. I'm actually so hungry. Alright, so Furion, he's jungling. So summon trees. One of the biggest thing with Furion jungling or any cooldown jungler is like 37 seconds cooldown, so that means you should be summoning in it like now, like 7 seconds left, so that when the creeps spawn at 30, you should have a double summon of trees, blah blah blah. You blocked his own camp, that's not good. You got trolls here, which is good. You should focus big troll. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Dude, tank with the one. This is good, this is good. Well, he did something there, something not enough people do. So he switched the aggro to his one that was almost dying, which is actually really important. As trees, if you look at them, like their damage actually not the highest. Furion, I think if you jungle, you should buy some support items. I think like one of the things I'm gonna have a problem with this game is while he's jungling, like look at his player perspective.
Radiant's top tower is under
Look at it.
attack.
Look at it. Like if you're jungling, all you have to do is, oh, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. He should be shift clicking. So you focus targets. So this count, you focus a small first, you focus big one, then you focus a medium one. Actually, I don't know, because the small one got a health increase. Actually, you focus big one, then small and the medium, because that's the highest DPS per HP they have. And like, you don't have to know that, because that's sort of more esoteric knowledge, but like, it's sort of good to know. And I don't know why he's not summoning more trees. Anyways, like when you're jungling, you shift click your attacks on the most DPS per health, and then you click the enemy heroes, all of them. Click them. And you see who's low, and you're the one who calls the ganks as Furion. People are like on Furion, like, oh, my ally should call the gank for me, because they're in lane. That's true, they should. But on the other hand, you should also be going, hey, do you think we can kill this guy? Do you think we can kill this guy? Say, I'm gonna TP now or something like that. And I went this build because they have a dual lane off lane, which means that he's gonna need to help this lane and they're starting to get low. So he's actually going to be able to do it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to criticize jungling efficiency. And he's looking for the gank. So maybe that's why he's not summoning a tree saving mana and stuff. But like, you have to be a bit more efficient than this. Cause like, yeah. Fuck man. Come on. Come on. So like that's okay. That's something that's very easy to work on, getting your jungling efficiency up. And I actually really like the fact that he's looking around. He's looking for kills, stuff like that. Especially since he went this early game build with 2 no's. Like he's gonna be strong with that.
Dire's middle
So
tower is under attack.
yeah, he should be summoning cheese, looking around. ATB's in. The CP went pretty mediocre, but they get some return kills. The CP actually went really well for him. So let's look at that TP more. And we're going to look at what he sees before it. So, oh, this is so good. This is actually so good. He's actually looking around so much. A bit too much since he's not jungling fast enough, but he's looking around. He sees they're ganking bottom. It's like, hey, this guy is low. I can make an impact in this fight. He TP's in. Boom. Kill. as Nature's Prophet, you just killed a core. You're a jungle Nature Prophet. In the beginning, you are not a core. If I open this up, he is not a core right now. Or, well, he is, but like, man, he really shouldn't be. Like, the CS in this game is actually just way too low. So he does that, and they kill 3 people for 2 here. Cop has a nice TPN. What the fuck is this build? Amazing. Really good. Really, really good. And the thing is, you have to realize, Fiora, when you die after ganking, if you buy first, it is really good for you. Because look, he's in the fountain. If he plays this right, he'll summon here. He gets 3 free trees. He goes out, he gets another 3 trees, and he's still at full mana. Like, these trees are free. So when you die, same with Lycan, but that's a bit different. Or any jungler, really. Like, you restoring your mana and stuff is really good. So, jungle, 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 blah, blah, blah. I like how much he looked around. A lot, actually. Like, way too much. Because, like, yeah. So he looks, he sees another gank opportunity. Gets the kill. Good job. Yay. Yay. Active Furion.
Leave us.
So he should keep home. He TP's home. He gets another free sprout. He gets another free tree. See, he's active, but if you look here, he's not falling behind in net worth at all. I mean, that's a bit on the game, and he's been doing his games very well. But you have to consider, like, most of the Furions you play with in pubs, they aren't doing anything. Like, wait, am I muted? I'm not muted. Awful. Like, he's been active on the map. He's not that high level, but he's high net worth. And look at the other heroes. Like, if he wasn't in those ganks, there's no way Legion Commander, Core, these dual lane, there's no way they're so far. They're like 1,500 gold behind the enemy dual lane. And their dual lane's not weaker. So this Furion has had a really good impact in the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I really like that. And I mean, like, this is, I'd rather have him be active and then learn to farm the jungle efficiently than the other way around, because I think this shows that he's thinking about the game a lot more. Like, being efficient in the jungle, it's like, it's something people don't do enough, but it's very easy to fix. Like, watch a YouTube video. Yeah. So now his ulti, he ultis for top, Raffle. So let's see this. Chrono. If Quap manned up and Furion told her she was ulting, the ulti would have been perfect. He should have TP too. She would have screamed, Sonic waved, and he would have got a double kill just because Furion was being aware there. So this guy's, his farming not so good, his map awareness actually, I like it. I like it. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Farming. He's looking around the map. He's looking for those TPs. Why are you doing this? Ooh, I like this. So he sees 3 heroes are bottom. He sees 1 hero's mid. Chrono is down. He knows Void can't kill him. So he TP's top and creates some pressure. This Fear, he's I like this. I think his build is pretty good this game too. Blah blah blah. He's dragging the wave with 1 Treant. Good job. He took a tower. So this Furion has the highest net worth in the game and has participated in 4 of his team's 5 kills. He could be a bit higher levels, but like, if my Furions all played like this, I'd be happy. That's good. That's good. And one thing to know about being efficient or whatever in the jungle is that if you keep spamming it and you don't have enough mana to gank, that's also really bad. Like, it has to be a balance. You can't go for full efficiency if you want to have a game impact. And especially since on a hero like Furion, if you say your hero's 2-man gank mid, you TP in here, you sprout, you get the kill, you get trees, you're going to get like 600 damage on a tower. That's really big. Because while I talked about in the last game, like, pressuring their tower as a carry isn't that important. That's just because this tower sucks. This tower is actually the worst tower in the game. But if you get this tower early, that's a game winner. Yeah, so I like that.
Bottom is missing.
See, if this happens, my Queen of Pain's running here, I'd only take the CS she can't get. And I give it to her because these camps are unfarmed, this ancient camp's unfarmed. So that's something you could probably work on. Like, you want to give a bit more space to your allies. I know that's really hard in pubs, but like, that will actually increase your win percentages. Because like, you might not have faith in any of your pubs, but like, something I want to say that I truly believe in is, it is really hard to be bad at Dota when you have a 10k advantage on the enemy team, or you have an extra item with them. Like, people complain about their allies, but those people, I don't think they've ever tried to make the game easier for their allies. Like, you think your allies suck? Sure, they're bad at Dota. Make the game easier for them. Look at that. Look at that. Good job. And yeah, I mean that's actually just the most ridiculous thing to me. When people complain so much about their allies and they're actually just like they'll steal all the farm from them and stuff like that. That was a bit crazy. But yeah, that was really crazy because he had TP scroll back. He could have healed. So that was a bit of a bad move. We should probably go over that. Blah blah blah. I'm new to this. Sorry. So they know he's here. He's getting low. He's on. Agi-treads aren't better till you get Mjolnir for DPS. Once you get Mjolnir, they're actually better than it treads for DPS if you go Blade Mode Mjolnir. So don't do that. No, man. So, like, he sees his allies in trouble, so he wants to help so bad, but, like, it's not worth it, you know? Like, if we... Like, you're gonna trade 1 for 1, but if you look at this, they got an extra 150 gold and they got extra EXP. I thought it would be way worse than that, but apparently this patch isn't that drastic after all the changes. Blah, blah, blah. Void's build is awful, never do that. This is actually the most... This actually disgusts me. Like, he has fucking Midas, Max, Backtrack, Mask of Ant. Like, what? Okay, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. The Squab, Max Shadow Strike, Raffle, Dota's amazing. Actually, that's actually one of the things I love about Dota. Like, I don't know. Even though... You should definitely take a point and heal. The first point Maddox really good, the second point's super mediocre. Rushing eggs, blah blah blah, Shadow Strike him. He's scared, what the fuck? He has no points in his best spell. This is one of his best spells. The Courier's not upgraded, their Courier's upgraded. Dota's actually an awful game, forget what I said about liking it. I like this pressure top, but he needs to know that Void has Chrono, so he should be way more scared than this. Sees Void here, he needs to switch to Strength Treads, he will survive the Chrono if he's on Strength Treads. So, like, that Tinker had really good reactions there, maybe fair and called for it, but if you're pushing here, stay on Strength Treads. You're not gaining enough by being on End Treads. You actually don't gain that much at all. It's like 6% damage, like, whatever. He stays on Strength Treads, and he plans it with Tinker, Void can't kill him. But if Void was good and he planned it with his team and he had a Caudle here to Blast Illuminate, like that's half of Fearon's HP. That's one of the benefits of this build though, like he can play up here if he plans it because he's just so tanky. Like it was Strength Treads, he has 1100 HP. So he's owning, creating space everywhere. I'd actually like him to summon trees at a TP here and get ready to summon trees here. Because your TP is only 20-second cooldown, if you TP early, the trees will be enough to take this tower, you're gonna have pressure on top. Or if you take a tower, usually the enemy can get something out of it. They're going to get the lanes pushed out, they're going to get farmed somewhere else, they're going to get damage in your tower. If you take this tower, while you're pushing this tower, you're gaining a huge advantage in the game. You're limiting their farm, like everything's so good. And if they fought here, they were not going to fight at the tier 1 for sure, because they just lost a fight there. He would have been back by the time the tier 1 fell, first of all if they had buybacks, or by the time the tier 2 he would have had another TP. See, now he TP's up, but like the lane could be here right now. And Void could be like, hey, I'm an idiot in the jungle, why am I doing this? I hate my build. I can't even solo Fearon. And they'll get so much out of it. So that's something that I think could really be improved on. I want more food.
Come to me.
I mean, Sticky Rice is actually so good. Okay, I was chewing really loud, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna mute.
Double damage.
Alright. What the fuck? What happened? So since the lane is so pushed out, so this is one of the cases where you will need it to push faster. If you got this lane to the tower, sent trees through the enemy jungle since the pub and no one smokes, he would have been super safe. Like this is not safe. But if it was here while they're pushing to tier 2, you get information. If they're not defending this, you know they're trying to kill you. And you can be like, hey, I don't want to be here because it's suicide. And then he wouldn't be here. He would be saying trees through the jungle. Maybe he could farm this if he wants to play a bit risky. He can farm this if he wants to play a bit safe. If he wants to go for this, he has to call his allies there. And maybe this turns out okay. Because Witch Doctor. Nothing happened. This is so bad for his team. Fearon's up in 20 seconds. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that wasn't so bad for his team. It's sort of bad though, because like by doing that, they don't have any more pressure on bottom. Mid lane's pushing out.
So great.
Need to think more about the lanes. Fion should definitely TP. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he should ulti there. I think he should TP bottom. I mean, Tinker did it, so that's fine. But if he TP bottom, what would happen is he pushes his out trees, he takes 2 trees, and he farms these 3 camps. Tinker would... Ooh, he can't farm Ancients, Raffle. So Tinker would push out mid, and then he'd TP top, push this out, get these 2 camps. And the map's a lot more used. Because, like, one of the biggest things in pubs compared to pro games, like, people are like, oh, how come pros farm fast? Is, like, they use the map well. Like, in an even game, going late game, all 5 camps and the Ancients will be farmed, as well as the 3 lanes. Whereas a pub game, they're sort of like wandering around together. And I mean, that's not true for every pro game, right? Like, if they have a 5-man strat, they're not going to be running around pushing stuff. Yeah, anyways, you don't want to TP like this if Tinker's right teaming. You see these camps are unfarmed. Farming efficiency is like getting your macro up. In StarCraft, you're going to win games purely off farming, even if you're not that good at the game. TP's in. That was way too optimistic and never going to work. But at least he's trying to make plays. I like to build this game again. I think I would actually like to blink because their catch sucks because Legion is Raffle. Blah blah blah, couldn't pressure on lanes. Since they're not going to take a fight here, I'd actually rather they find a jungle. However, they managed to draw 3 heroes down here, which is really good. Is my mic unmuted? Yes, it is. Amazing. I'm the best. So he keeps farming the lanes. Tinker's farming. He should really be farming Ancients every minute. That's like 200 something GPM extra for his team. From these 2 camps, you get like 500 GPM while creating space for his team to farm. Blah, summon trees early. Raffle. It's Chrono, 3-man Chrono. That's unfortunate for them. Whoa, eggs. Turn around. Wow, Witch Doctor ulti. Wow, good hero. Amazing hero. What an amazing hero Witch Doctor is. What the fuck's wrong with this hero? Can he press W? Can he get his W skill? That fight went really well for them. Holy shit. This is pretty funny actually. I actually love this so much. Look how strong he is with Blade Mail. I mean, that's probably a bad example because he died, but look how much he decoded all 5 because he killed him. He has a Blade Mail. Ooh, he got Dagger. This guy's the best. Their catch is actually quite bad. Chrono's really hard to hit and like made it Sunstrike him into a Chrono, but other than that, like they can't really catch him, so that's good. You see, he's so high on net worth. They farmed a bit more efficiently. His team would have a bit more. They would have a bit less. He would be a bit higher actually. He would actually have more if he farmed these camps and this. They're competing for Tinker farm here. Blah 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 blah. This game's over. Good TP. I don't. That was a good deal. Like, farming the enemy jungle is almost always better. Like, if you can do both safely, you always farm the enemy jungle. Holy shit, that did not go well for him. Like, these kills, like, they matter, but they don't matter as much as people think, I think. Like, if you die on your opponent's side of the map, it's like at least 80% better than dying like here or something, because then they're gonna get an objective or be able to crush your jungle or something like that. Especially on Furon. Boom. Oh, that no HP regen though. That no HP regen actually matters so much. Blink. No. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. I thought he took stats over Blink. Blah blah. What's Furon doing? Good job. See, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Free tower. Yeah, free gold. Yeah, go farm their Ancients now. Go farm their Ancients now. No. Like, pushing like... Okay. So some people might think like, okay, good, Furon's getting active, he's pushing her, but like, no, it's not good because the Saints are already pressuring in, and you have no pressure anywhere else on the map, really. Like, I mean, you have a bit of pressure here, but it's not enough. Like, it's so close to here, and they have TPs. Unless you can, like, have a hero here, like, hitting it, have a hero here hitting it, so you know that, like, if you lose this fight by going for this, they're going to lose something too. Like, going for this is, it's suboptimal, I think. I mean, I don't know if he records chrono timers, I doubt it, but, like, since they didn't have chrono, it's fine. And like when I talk about stuff, I never want to be talking about the game specifically. I want to be talking about it in general. So even if the situation wasn't right for it, it's fine for it there. Like maybe in a different game it would have been better. Good word coverage, blah blah blah. TP's out, good. Carry TP's, yay. I think you should just get a Mjolnir. Hex isn't that bad either. Losses seem to catch Void because right now they have nothing. Actually, Hex is better. Good job, good item choices.
Double damage.
Kappa. So that was not good. If you die here, your team. If you die here, your team better be hitting this tower or hit this tower, because like that's actually just a feed. I mean, his team killed 2 of them, but I think that's luckier than anything. Unless maybe this guy just nicks that way, saw them going mid. Nope. He actually just TP'd there and then they went on mid and they luckily got them here. Yeah, that's not how Dota works. But like, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but like, you need to play off the map more, basically, or with your teammates more. And I mean, that's hard in pubs. But yeah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Game's over. I hate this game. Alright, I'm going over Sasha's game. I can't copy paste. So let me take a bite of food. Okay, so the main things to take away from that Furion game are, like, when you jungle, you should be shift clicking the enemy kits in terms of DPS they do compared to their health. And while you're shift clicking it, you want to be looking around and clicking on people, unless you need a micro, like. And that's only if you can do something. So on Enchantress, you need to know where the mid lane is. You need to know what the mid hero is. On Enigma, you only need to do that once you're about to hit level 4 and stuff. I mean, you can do it to help your allies, but it's generally not that important. Furion, you can pretty much always help any lane, so you need to be always doing it, and it's also really easy to jungle like that anyways. So yeah, farming patterns, you want to farm stuff that your allies can't. Like, you should be doing Ancients every minute because there's a Tinker basically. Being active early game is good. We saw that at like, I don't remember what minute. He was like at 3k net worth. Their enemy bottom lane had like 2.7k total and his had like 4.5k total, and that's basically just because he was able to be active in that lane. And while he wasn't level 6 yet, he was 3-1 and he had high gold. And that's good. Like, your strength isn't based off how many items you have or stuff. Like, I'm 6 on Furion, and they all have 3 items. Like, I'm a god. If I'm 6 on and their void has 6 slots, like, my hero is actually garbage. So, like, you need to. I mean, like, it's the best I can be, I guess, but like, you need to judge your strength off the enemy strength. So if you can do something that takes the enemy down, you want to do it. I'd rather have like 200 gold and my enemy has 100 less than have 300 gold in most cases. I mean, like, I can't talk so specific like that because like if I'm 300 gold for my butterfly, I want my butterfly. I don't care if the enemy has 100 more gold. And like, usually we're talking about more than that, but like basically it's like if I get 2 camps in enemy jungle, I could have got 3 camps at home, but I deny those 2 camps to them. Getting 2 camps in their jungle is way better than getting those 3 camps in my jungle, assuming they can't get those 3 camps in my jungle. Especially if one of my allies, maybe he couldn't get all 3 camps, but you get 1 or 2, like you're looking at like a 400 gold swing there. And like it adds up because that can happen every minute. And that's how you get ahead in Dota. I'm gonna eat for a second.
Skywrath Mage.
Lena.
Legion Commander. Slog.
Brewmaster. Elder Titan.
Alright. Basho, Lina mid. First of all, I want to say that Lina is probably a legit hero. I think she's safe lane.
30 seconds.
I think you go Atos. I don't know.
I can see
So yeah, Lord Hosman, obviously prefer to be pulled, whatever, blah blah blah.
with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
So obviously you want to start with the block, blah blah blah, whatever. Raffle. Oh my god, is he gonna die? Oh god, he had to take Ice Path for it. Okay, so his block got fucked up as ally, but that's okay. Because, oh my god. I mean, that's actually the saddest death, right? Like a fucking bear just has boots and hits you to death from the rune. Actually, I actually just want to see that. That's actually way too ridiculous.
The battle
Fucking
begins.
bear. It's like Jakiro, and then there's a fucking bear that hits him. He goes out, and the bear comes and hits him, and he dies. That's actually what happened. Yeah, she just got hit to death by. Okay, anyways, blah blah blah. So that sort of screwed out the first two CS. He already used Mana, so he doesn't have to use his Mana to get CS. But I would against Panda. I think you want to start burning down his region as fast as possible. It's sort of hard to hit, so you want time with the CS, like it's done here. So, I mean, he knows what to do. Obviously, like Sasha's actually a good player. So that was. Even if Panda didn't get, like, his lane sort of got fucked up by the Shakira, so blah blah lane I don't really care about. It's actually just gonna be nothing in lane, I think. I bet I actually, like, I'm actually the worst mid player, so I can't tell anything. Blah blah blah. So instead of reviewing it for Slasher, I think we should talk about some of the things he's doing. So he's obviously CSing. I would have actually liked it if he can't really do it in this lane, but in some games you can like double wave your opponent under a tower if you can't like zone them or out, and then that will make you out CS them because they have to fight against a tower and you while you're doing it. See, that was really good. You want to stun like that always. Like if you get the last creep and you stun him, like look how much damage he took. He's at 600, gets a stun, he takes 200 damage for 90 like that's actually so good. And like you're gonna whittle him down eventually. So like, look, the tower's hitting it. He's not getting any of this CS. So Slasher is like, he's not necessarily like crushing CS here, and he's getting ganked. So, but yeah, playing Iskara sucks. I think he had a ward on him. Did he smoke? So that was sort of. I mean, like, I don't want to comment on game mistakes like this. I want to comment more on decision-making stuff. So, like, sort of the idea was good, because you push it up to a tower and then you contest him for CS, which means you're gonna get ahead of CS. It went poorly because there's a fucking Skywrath being obnoxious. Yeah, Lena's actually just the worst for that. They killed us. So this lane's a disaster. Blah blah blah.
Tis mine.
Laning, blah blah blah. Laning actually sucks so much. When it happens like this, if you have a ward on him, it should be okay. Having a level 1 Jakiro. Like if Jakiro is level 2 there, they actually will win every fight there, I think. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. So this play by Scarth is actually super legit. When you waste all their time like this, even if you die here, like it's not even bad for you. And does he even die here? I mean that's just ridiculous. Like this Scarth actually made such a good play there. He wasted so much time. Good spells, they can't kill him because Panda's a ridiculous hero. He's a bit under leveled right now. Secure the rune, good. But okay, I don't watch laning phase. There's actually nothing in the laning phase, I think. I actually don't know. Like going over a mid laner replay, I don't know. The biggest thing is probably going to be farming patterns. Blah blah blah, push out the lane, get the rune, kill someone, blah blah blah. And this, so this is like where you want to make your first big move as a mid usually. So you buy the smoke, this is good. I think this replay will be more learning from Slasher rather than me helping Slasher, to be honest, because like the stuff I want to focus on, I think 6k MR or where Slasher is anyways is a bit too high for an average viewer, because that's like, I don't know, like 0.1% of the population or whatever. But so this is one of the things people don't do enough. You go back to Fountain, they TP, they smoke, they get a kill. See? Free kill. Boom, he got damage to Stark, that's actually so big. His silencer, he gets another kill. Boom, good play. So he got 2 kills by moving around. And 3 kills by moving around. 3 kills by moving around. I don't think Stark should have died there actually. He dead? Well, whatever. Anyways, that was good play, obviously. 3 kills. He's rich now. I don't know what you get in this hero. I think he should go Atos. I don't like Eggs first. I think Eggs first is actually not good on this hero because dead? He's dead. Because like the item adds 33% to your spell, but it doesn't let you farm anymore after that, because like a Yosator would let you farm. And Atos sort of lets you kill, apply pressure. If you get an Atos and you walk to this bottom lane and there's an Ursa there and you just click Atos on him, he's done. He cannot do anything in that lane. He's actually fucking worthless. That's why I really like Atos. And Atos is a completely snowball item. Why is this guy not dead? Oh, Raffle, because 1 in Swamp, no Orb of Venom. And Orb of Venom works with Ursa spells, by the way. They changed that sometime. Anyways, like by doing this Eggs first build, I don't think you're exerting any pressure. So he doesn't know how to smoke to the safe lane. When you're smoking this, you want to consider who you're going to kill. In this case, he's smoking for a level 8 Legion Commander. That's a good kill. I don't know if people think about this at all, but like, if I ganked the offlane, and that offlaner got shut down, and he's level 1, and my mids, and their mid smokes for me, and I'm a level 1 offlaner, I am so happy they killed me. I'm actually just like, okay. That's completely fine. I don't like the gank too much here, just because, 1, mid tower's getting hit. They should know. If this was a team, they would definitely know Lina's here. Because there's no one else he could be. I mean, he could be bottom, I guess, but like, you would know he's one of the 2. So, he gets to turn a gank around. It works out really well, but that really shouldn't have happened. In a pub, it's probably okay to play like that. I hate this, you should get Dual Breath. So that's, I mean, that's good. He turned around the gank, he baited it. If he had showed mid, pushed out the wave, went back here, TP'd up, and then smoked, I would have said that was the best play. Because when he TP'd up here and smoked, he actually didn't get a kill right away. Which means that that guy definitely shouldn't have died here. And then if he pushed it out, showed here, TP'd up, smoked, he would have been baiting a Stark so hard. And it would be because Skywrath and Legion weren't showing. Legion is 6, Skywrath is 6, they're obviously going to go for a kill, usually on your short lane. Because that's where the Legion was showing. That would have been the bait play. This one was just sort of a... It was a good play, but a bit on the lucky side, you know? And, like, I think Panda could have pressured mid way more than this. I think this tower should actually be dead right now. Blah blah blah. Panda's bullshit hero. Is he gonna live? Raffle, he's gonna live. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Outplayed. See, like,
Dire's middle tower is under
that was a really good outplay. I don't want to talk about it all because it was just he outplayed him. I think he should have died there, but he outplayed him, and that's not something like when if you want to go over a replay to improve, that's not something you want to focus on. If you want to go over a replay because you felt you were awesome, and that's completely fine, then sure, you can look at that. No, Bangfish! You just give up on life. Does he actually die there? I guess he does. He's 4 in aura. Holy shit, he's 4 in aura. I don't think you usually go 4 in aura now. I think you get at least 1 or 2 in Stomp. But anyways, blah blah blah. Panda's blink. Holy shit, he's so fast. He's a haste. He just created so much space for his team. Okay, let's go back to talk about. So this is something. Oh, so he goes point booster into Yoceptor. That's good. Like, one of the problems I have with Lina is like there aren't many boots that are good on her really. I think you just end up going treads just because you have a bottle and stuff. But that's if you're mid. If I'm short lane, like I definitely get Atos, and I think 100% Atos is the best on her. I think it allows you to sit in a lane and pressure the enemy, which Lina doesn't do enough of. If you have a Yoceptor or something like that, you can only kill them. You can't stay in lane because you're not tanky enough. You can't. Yeah, like I don't like limiting my options like that. Basically, Atos is flexible. It lets you farm, gives you HP, blah blah blah. Dova Tower, probably not the best. Probably really not the best. Okay, let's go over this because I think when you're playing, you have to think about like, hey, I can get an extra kill. Okay. If anyone watched our match yesterday versus, I don't know who the hell it was. So Fata was TA and Enva's Necro. Wait,
Radiant's bottom
is that
tower
Scrim?
is under attack.
Just kidding. We never played TA or Necro. Just kidding. I lied. Haha, Raffle. That might have been a match. I actually have no idea. I'm actually the worst. Why am I even talking about that? That could actually be a Scrim. I actually could have ruined everything. People already know we play TA and Necro.
Radiant's middle
So whatever.
tower is under attack.
But anyway, say hypothetically you're here and you can get 1 extra kill. Say the TA is fighting here and they're all low. And Necro could go back in, get 1 kill,
Tower is under
and
attack.
then. But the problem is like if they're dead and they're respawning, you can get that 1 extra kill, but there's a chance you can get caught. By killing a support hero here, you don't like it's so whatever. Like you don't get that much, especially if you're ahead in the game. Like it's much better to get out safely than go for something extra. I mean that's actually a problem that my team has. Like we want to be perfect a lot of times, so we'll go for something extra when we really don't need it. Anyways, I should go back and actually watch this game because I'm being ridiculous right now. Let's see this. So mid, okay, we see this.
Radiant's bottom
This looks
tower
like a
is
decent
under
jump opportunity. Earthshaker's gonna fissure, you're gonna stun into it, or actually, that's a good stun. I think you just nuke. If you're mid, even as carry, you definitely max these two, I think. So they dive here. Don't know if it's a good choice. So they're diving. They're like, okay, we got 1 extra kill. Okay, this guy, we're all low. This guy's here. Okay, maybe we can get him, but you have to think. Panda's respawning. When you use up to someone like this, it actually gives them time, a lot of time. So Panda respawns, and then disaster. So like, they dove, they got the extra kill, they killed the Legion, but if after he used his Q, they just hit this tower, they would have got a tower, and they wouldn't have lost these 4 heroes. So by being a bit greedy there, and not considering who was respawning, they actually just lost 4 heroes, and I think the tower got denied. No, they got the tower kill. They lost 4 heroes for Legion, basically, and the tower. So, not good, especially when you're ahead like this. Yeah, they were ahead, so they're going to get a bit of extra gold on the EXP on the Radiant. The EXP is a lot bigger than the gold, and the EXP is really important. Especially on a hero like Silencer, Skywrath, like they want to be high level. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Here's Lina. Let's look here. So these are the decisions I want to look at the most. So, when do you decide to TPN? See ETS TP'd here, blah blah blah. ET sees him. Do you want TPN now? I would say no, because there's a fucking Skywrath and your allies are running at him, so you're not scared of anything. Okay, Ursa's there. You might want to TPN now. And that was a really quick reaction, that was good. The TP's in. It's hard to judge because you don't know it's a 5-second TP when you play. Like, it's really hard to remember all that. But anyways, he's gonna boom, get kill. Good TP, you push him out, blah blah blah. Oh,
Had enough for you.
the fuck? Awful. Okay, so 2 of them died mid. Because Stark soloed them. So I don't want to talk about that because that was just good play by him. Actually, that's super good play by Stark. So we should talk about that. So Stark, when you're playing Stark this game, you have to think like, hey, who can kill me this game? And the answer is no one. No one can kill you when you're about to mid up. So he knows he can TP in here and he can just go ham. The Sansa's dead. It's dead. Kills him. Kills him. Raffle. Like that, like, you have to think of the thought process. So he sees 2 of them are top. And they're like, hey, they don't have an Ursa. They don't have a Sky with instant silence. They have nothing that can really screw me over. They have no global. When I TP in here, I can't die. And I think he sort of got lucky that Bangfish was so ridiculously underfarmed. Because I actually think he should have died here. I think that after that Sansa kill, he actually needed to get out. And he knew that Scar Legion didn't have a blink, so it would have been fine. But he sort of outplays them here, I guess. I think the haze was poorly timed, I'm not sure. Wait, what? I don't know what's happening. Anyways, he gets 2 kills. He dies here, but like, I think that's fine. Yeah, and blah blah blah. When you go eggs on Lina, you also want to think of like it's good. The damage is good, but like sometimes a utility item might be better. I don't know if phase is good on her, to be honest. I'm not sure. Probably is fine. Phase's boots are just good in general. Blah blah blah. I'm so sleepy actually. I'm actually gonna be dead for matches in practice. I actually hate everything. I hate playing after lands. I'm actually so whiny. I actually don't care. I actually hate everything. Blah blah blah, they're diving. I don't really care about this. They know no one good is respawning as soon as they can do whatever they want. You know you're super strong even if they come in, you can do whatever you want. Sark baited him. Haha, Ruffle running away.
I'll take that.
Blah 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 blah. Smoke.
Yes.
I mean, that was a pretty pubby smoke, just to like it was just basically to run faster. And I mean, if you're winning in a pub, I think that's fine. But if you want to gank someone, you don't do that, of course. And blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Good job. He knows that this team's like you can't get anything by team being top. So he's just going to continue to pressure bottom. This is really important. You spam with the wave. I actually don't think you can get this. You can probably go for a tower. Yeah, you can go for a tower. So you have 2 options when you go for this. Either you hit it, if you think you can get it, you can go for it, and then he farms the enemy jungle. Good job. He's just basically creating. While farming the enemy jungle, I've said this a lot of times, I'm going to say it again. You're basically creating farm for your team, an advantage of your enemy. Blah blah blah. Versus smoked for Link Force Staff. Raffle, Raffle. Oh dear. Whoa, he wants this panda. Holy shit. You probably should have TP'd right after Geosceptor. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, that was unfortunate. Got some tunnel vision. A lot of players suffer for that. I've done that before. Blah blah blah. Doesn't really matter. Mistakes don't really matter apart from decisions behind them. The decision is good. You're creating pressure in their jungle. It's hard to predict that smoked. Yeah, no, they didn't have this word yet. He's going for the panda to make sure you can't farm. That decision is good. The misplay doesn't matter because that's not what makes the player really. So whatever. Blah 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 blah. Waiting for respawn. What the fuck? Okay, so he's not going eggs. I like that. Hex is a good item this game. Still would have rather preferred an Atos. Atos is really good against heroes like Ursa, Legion. Not that good against Legion, still good. So he's running bottom. This is a good run because he doesn't know how the team fight's going to go when he TP'd. So you sort of have to go since they're going to fight anyways. Blah blah blah. He saves his teammate. He gets a kill because of it. Other Titan is saved. Raffle is going to blink in. They're going to kill him. Geosceptor, stun, dead. Oh, just kidding. Global. Raffle, global. But that's still good, right? Like you force out global. Blah 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 blah. Gets rune. Good job. Na 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 na. Just for the record, this isn't actually how I watch replays, but than focusing on one person. If you watch replays, you wanna like you can watch replays for a few reasons, right? Like one, you want to feel good about yourself, so you watch a replay to where you owned. But like one, like you don't understand something, so you watch it for that. Or you can watch it sort of learning understanding of the game, which I think is usually the most important. Like why did this team fight happen, and why did this person go to it or not? And that's how you can really learn from pros. Like there's some people like, I mean, I don't know how prevalent, like this is the thing in Dota 2 for sure, but like in StarCraft, like people would talk about like they've played like 1,000 games, they've watched the replays, and they're fucking silver or garbage at the game or something like that. And it's not because like they're not trying or something, it's just because their methodology sucks and they're not looking for the right things in the replays. Like they'll be like, he Ling rushed me, this guy's bullshit. And if you ever think that about a replay, and that, like, I mean, there are times where it really is just bullshit and there's like, what the fuck's wrong with this game? But I'm gonna say 99% of the time, the game's not like that. Especially in StarCraft. Maybe less in Dota. I don't know what I'm talking about StarCraft. But like, okay, if PA evades you 8 times in a row, you can say that's bullshit. But if your team gets caught out after or something, what the fuck, bang fish? Are you crazy? Like, then you can't say that. Kill, the kill. Oh no, what the fuck? Okay, so you give up in the game, this game's over. I mean, like, I think the main things, it's hard for me to talk about mid, because that's easily my worst role. But, like, the movements early game, I think the biggest thing to take away from it is the early smokings are really good. One of the best ways to gank is you go mid, you push out your lane, you go back, you TP, and then you smoke. If that had happened, I would have been super impressed. Said like it was sort of a failed smoke gank that turned out really, really, really good, which is also a part of Dota. Like I'm not saying like that like it was a bad move. Like that was really good still, but it was a bit more luck based, and luck happens in Dota a lot. And he put himself in a position to get lucky, which it's not blind luck. I don't know how to say this. So blah 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 blah. Oh shit, you went Skady? I don't know about that one actually. I thought it was point booster into fucking into Hex. I mean Skady is probably not the item, they forced out some links. Yeah. But I mean whatever. The game is probably already over by then. I mean Skady is actually a decent item, it's just like your team has to have, like you have to think when you get Skady, like if your team has damage, like anyone who says Skady is bad on draw is stupid, because if your team doesn't need damage, then you should go for things that help other parts of your game. Tankiness, disable, chase, stuff like that. That's why Skady is really good on draw. And like obviously your team doesn't need damage because they all have plus 60 from you anyways. I think the biggest thing from that, if you want to learn, I said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. The mid lane, when they get a smoke in a TP, you are going to get a kill. The mid hero is the strongest hero on the map once they're level 6 basically, and people don't use that enough. So I really like how he tried to do that. I think the farm should have been a bit harder this game, but it's hard because it was just such a ownage game. I think that a focus on pushing out lanes and then going to a jungle is important. Maybe not this game. When I talk, I'm never specifically talking about the game, because if you talk like that, you're never going to actually improve, because the same game's never going to happen. Or same specific game, I guess. Similar games happen, same games never do. Skady, high range, probably good once they have BKBs. I don't think Skady is like, it's not a dominating item, I guess. Like like when you get your Atos, you can snowball and crush them. Skady it's too expensive for that. That's why Skady is such a weird item. Like it's hard to do it like that. So like when I look at Skady, I can't see why it'd be better on Lina than the Atos early, because Atos lets you go to the enemy carries in and just crush them. And I think, yeah, so that's why I don't like Skady. And Atos is OP, legitimately OP. Okay, next replay, I'm gonna go to a thread. I'm gonna run a commercial. Alright, let's go over a Visage game. Wait, what the fuck? That's not Loda. That is Loda. Wait, no, that's not Loda. Wait, why does it... There's no way, that's not Loda. I have him on my friends list, right? Why does it say... Yeah, that's not... Raffle! It's fucking... I thought it was like one of those games where you have like 4.5Ks and it's 1/6 canteen, but there's no way. Visage 227. Alright, 2 hours to practice. Apparently that means I can go over like 4 replays or some shit. And it's way faster than I thought. Or basically I'm lazy, I don't go in depth enough. I'm never doing something I don't think other teams know. And not that that matters, so. Alright. Visage.
Dyer's
Okay, he lost gold at the start or something. You might as well buy a... Okay, whatever.
the battle. Dyer's
Origins,
structures
centuries, blah blah blah. They have much invis. Oh, that's so obnoxious, actually. Holy shit. Fucking bounty hunter. Oh, he got to ward and harass. Amazing play. No! Don't block your camp, bro. Come on. Come on! Oh, no. Disaster! Good. Stacking a camp since your hero sucks in lane. Checking rune. Good. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Go pull. Oh, he's like, oh, I have a pull. Raffle. He didn't block it. Oh, TZ made me say Raffle, okay? Alan, I never said that shit before. It's actually not my fault. I actually take no blame for this. Generally you want to pull when you have one creep at... When you have about 500 HP left on a creep. That's generally when you want to pull. I mean, it depends how many creeps you have. You have to adjust to that, blah, blah, blah. You got levels. Your hero sucks in lane. He's just getting stacks is really good. I don't think you can stack that way. You need to stack to the left. You need to stack to the right. You usually can stack down to your 3 stacks. Blah, blah, blah. You just have one illusion here to stack. It's not like it's doing anything here, really. But keep pulling. Pretty much gonna ignore everything to this. Courier crowed, yes it is. Blah blah blah. Get first wards on it. You either crow or you get first wards. One of the two. You can't do both. He blocked his own camp. This ward really sucks. It needs to be right here. If you put white on top, you won't block. If you put it in here, it covers the most of the camp. Blah blah blah. I usually like to Grave Chill early. It depends what you want to play like. If you're going to die, you need to get that one Gravedigger's Cloak, but usually that won't help you from dying anyways, because Gravedigger's Cloak is actually the shittiest spell in the game. If you look at it and you compare it to Refraction, it's actually embarrassing how bad that spell is. Blah blah blah. So they're doing this to get the supports. He has level 4. This is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. Jakiro, good hero.
Is under attack.
Blah blah
Radiant's
blah.
middle
At this
tower
point,
is under
the Jug
attack.
needs to leave the lane. Visage needs to get the lane. I think if it's like this, Jakiro should definitely get this to Visage. Visage should be sitting in the lane right now. He doesn't do anything.
Radiant
Blah 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 blah
structures
blah.
are Dire's
You
middle
need to be
tower
focusing
is under
more.
attack.
It's hard because your team needs to give you space. So either you need it to be like the pull thing was really bad early, like 1 minute blocking it and then blocking this cap after, because it made it really hard for him to jungle the early levels and pods, which is important. But I like how he was trying to do that. You need it. Someone needs a TP here. Raffle, Juggernaut. Oh, snap him! Nope. This is actually so worthless in these early fights. If you go to a fight, you need to know you'll win. So he's winning this fight. He needs to use Medallion. This guy, Medallion. Great job. I think this guy should have died. He dead? Nuke him! No, wrong guy. Oh, he has a Vanguard actually. Never mind. Haha, right guy. But he's dead now. I think. Drop dead. That was not good. You really, if he was level 6ing a lane, that would have been so much better for him. I like how he got Medallion. You should get Medallion on Visage every game, no exceptions. Just kidding, there's some exceptions where you're at like it's Medallion, but even in those games you should usually get Medallion. You need a mana regen item. You need to judge your 2 items, or you have 3 builds on Visage. You have Medallion Atos, Medallion Eggs, and you have Mechanism sometimes but rarely. Especially with the new mana cost on mech. Nuke, Cass. No, he didn't do it before the wand popped off. He did that before the wand. He got extra charge. You need to click on them as you kill people because you need to know whether you need to go for the extra hit. The Medallion usage hasn't been high enough, I think. He needs to get his level 6. If he got level 6, this fight they would have crushed that fight. They would have crushed this fight. Everything would have been happy on Visage. Blah blah blah. Living, good job. Go home. I would actually think I buy Tranquil Boots this game. Let's see. So Haunt disables it, which is really annoying, but yeah, I would get Tranquil Boots Atos this game, I think. I think they have enough damage, sort of, and I don't think Eggs is that good because Axe is obnoxious as fuck. So you see this one's a real one. You should Medallion him. Grave Chill, Medallion, Nuke. This guy was dead. So with Visage, you need to be really careful with casting your spells. Or, not careful, but you need to make a decision really quick, basically. There's birds here. So the problem is, like, he's microing here and he's like, oh shit, the Spectre TP on me. So he's bringing his birds back. But if he hadn't panicked here and ran his hero back, because he's not in danger there, they would have killed him. The birds need to hit for the full damage. They would have killed him, and they would, I think they get one more. I think they kill 2 there. Instead, this team fight gets turned around. It's not good for them. Birds are gonna die from Axe here. That's unfortunate. Playing his Axe sucks. This Visage really needed a lane earlier because his level 6 impact was too low and then his first birds got killed. Now he's a worthless hero. Blah blah blah.
Radiant's middle tower has
One of the most important things with Visage is that both your herds need to be in the same hockey. I don't know why I'm talking fast. I just feel like talking fast. I actually hate talking slow. I'm actually so sleepy. So, like, one of the problems with Visage in pubs is that you need to be killing people. Otherwise, your heal scales off. Or you need to be split pushing with your birds. So it's one of the two. Axe is probably the most obnoxious hero to play against. Haha, Raffle. Okay, I'm blaming Arteezy for Raffle again. Don't judge me. Blah blah blah.
Radiant's top tower.
Resummon birds right away so you get the cooldown going. If you really are behind like this, you might just want to farm jungle a bit. You need to, the reason I get 2 in Grave Chill and lane is because if you get 2 in Grave Chill and you get a hit and then Grave Chill, you can land your birds to stun while hitting them. If you only have 1 point in Grave Chill, you can't hit them before you stun. So you have to run at them with the birds, Grave Chill, and then you just need to land your birds. If you have 2 levels in Grave Chill, you usually get 3 hits off on your bird, which means that you get enough damage to nuke, which means that you get the kill, which means you can solo or offlaner with a Visage once you're 6. So if you go 1 Grave Chill, oftentimes they give you a lane and then you're worthless. You can't zone at the offlaner, you're just giving them a free lane. Look how much damage those birds do, yay. Haha, well. I killed my neutrals. No, make sure you. One of the things you can do with birds is you can also just block camps if you know they have a jungler. You get to sit in lane here, if they're putting offline against you, you keep your birds with you so you can kill them. If they gank you, you usually kill one of them in return, especially if you have Medallion and a high level nuke. If not, your birds should be on the other side of the map helping your allies gank, or you can put them in the enemy jungle camps to block their camps. Blocking their camps would be really good this game because they have a axe and a PA, and they need farm. It's also really easy ganks with Coswex Invoker, which is, I love the fact that you went Coswex because you Tornado, you cold snap, your birds hit, and anyone is dead except for Axe, because Axe is bullshit.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Good assassins.
Talking slow is actually the biggest waste of time ever. I actually hate talking slow. But then people can't understand you. How sad is that?
Middle is missing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
I hate Midas on Juggernaut. He's level 6 at 20 minutes. Like, this can't happen to your Visage. You need to just be hitting these neutrals. You farm neutrals fast. Someone message me? Uh-oh, I didn't get the message. Haha. I actually hate that. Sometimes I don't get messages. I don't know why. It's only at home too, so. Blah, participant kill, so you got some levels, that's good. Your goals on Visage, if you're getting eggs, is you want to hit 11 when you get your eggs. When I played against Visage yesterday, I was able to get my eggs and level 11. And in order to do that, Envy actually gave me 8 camps in the jungle. He literally gave me 8 camps in the jungle. And, like, that's why playing Visage in a team game is different in a pub, because I don't know a single pub who would give me 8 camps.
Dire's top tower.
And we did not, because he finished his SNY, and he had 3 race bench has SNY. And if I got eggs, then we won. And we got eggs, so we won. So Tranquil Boots would be really helpful right now. I think Atos is still even better. See, Tranquil Boots, you don't have to go home. That's the biggest thing. And you're annoying to kill. Because people look at Visage like, wow, he has 15 armor. He's tanky. But this spell sucks. This spell sucks so bad. Like, people underestimate how much this spell sucks. And you use Medallion fights. So, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Invisibility? Money changes.
So, right now, just farm the jungle, chill. If you have a, oh dear. If you have a bird up, his bird should definitely be split pushing here. You're going to pressure this tower when you force them, or you want to, like, ideally you want to pressure this, but usually someone else is farming this, because when you farm this lane, you push it in, you farm jungle, you go back, you push it in, you farm jungle, lots of farm, happiness. If you're going to walk on with team fights and you have your birds top, one, you're going to force a hero to come here. I can't draw. You're going to force a hero here, so you're going to get a 4v5. Like, this side of the map is going to be 5 of your heroes, 4 of theirs, which means you're obviously going to be an advantage. If they TP in, you're going to get tower damage. You're going to get a lot of farm on Visage. You can even deny with your birds.
Structures are fortified.
You're not farming enough on Visage, farm more on Visage, farm more on Visage. That hero is not a 5. He's never a 5, ever. When you pick them as a 5 hit. I mean, sometimes it's a 5. There's one game where we lost for as Visage, where I should have been useless and just sent my birds into the jungle and just block camps and let my Batrad farm with bots off them. Anyways, you need to buy your items here. Visage, you get a lot stronger once you have one tanking item if you have your Grapeshooter's Cloak, because while it's a shitty spell, it's still a bit tanky. Blah blah blah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
You have Tranquil Boots and a Vit Boost right now, and then he actually be strong, he'll be able to fight. He should have had that 10 minutes ago. He's going eggs. Eggs is always, pretty much always good on Visage, but like, honestly, I really don't think it's that, like, I think people overrate it a bit. And it's hard to say that because eggs is my number 1 or 2 choice in the game, always. So, while I say overrate, it's not because it's bad at all, it's just because I think people don't think of other items you can get, which is Atos. Awful, Atos. Good item. Like, honestly, just look at it. What the fuck is this? 10-second cooldown? That's actually bullshit. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, it needs level 11. Level 11 is very important because your birds don't die instantly when people focus on good nukes. You want to cast his Visage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, wow, text message, amazing.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got level 11, blah blah blah. When you get level 11, you should really resummon your birds because your level 11 birds are like 2x stronger than your level 6 birds.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They actually feel way more than 2x stronger. I don't know why. Oh, good Grave Chill. See, Grave Chill is such a good spell actually. That's actually so good. That was actually so good. I'm so happy he did that. Holy shit, Jug's crazy. Ooh, see if he had level 11 birds there though. Wait, is he trapped? That's just ridiculous actually to kill the birds for sure. Oh boy.
Radiant's
Oh boy.
bottom tower
No! Okay, 2 birds for a Spectre kill. No! Anyways, so that's not the worst. So, what we're going to take out the game is you need to farm way more as Visage. I'm going to go back after this game, I'm going to look over the laning phase, and we're going to go over how you could have jungled faster, gotten more levels, how he could have sapped ability experience from lane, and if he had a possibility to gank mid or top, because while like Visage is not good if you have to fight them, it's not that good a ganker, but if you get behind someone, he's actually quite good. I mean, it's like, it's hard to say it like that because it just sounds so stupid, but like when you get behind people as Visage, you're actually a good ganker. If you can't get behind them, you're the worst ganker in the game. And yeah. Blah 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 blah. You can scope Roshan with birds. You probably wouldn't have been able to contest it anyways. Visage. One of the most important things with Visage is in a team fight you should be throwing your nuke every 4 seconds. The only time you holy shit. The only time you save it is that's why Visage is a shitty hero, because once it's gone, it's dead. The only time you save it is if there's a specific target you're waiting to burst, like a support that you can get on with your Atos and birds, then you can save it. How much Roth? Oh no, he let him out. Let's see how much gold he gets for this kill. Even getting kill. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh, good stuns. Good stuns. What? Oh no, was he not in the AoE gold? I actually hate this. Oh, he only got 400? Is that all you get? I guess the lead is actually not that big, and Spectre's farm is the highest. That's really not that much. Someone said tips on control groups. Put your birds on your control group 2. Put your hero on control group 1. Putting your birds separately sucks. The only time I put them separately is if I leave one bird in Roshan, or I have to split them up. Say I'm blocking these 2 camps, I put 1 on 2, 1 on 3. Or actually, I put 1 on 3 and 1 on 4, and I have still 2. You put 2 because it makes life easier, and the level of micro required to use 2 and 3 for each individual bird is not worth it. Like, you're going to do the same thing with the birds 90% of the time. Like, if you need 1 bird to stun here and 1 bird to stun here, then, and you do it, wow, you're a god. But like, there's no way that you should be like, you'll need to focus that much in team fights. If you do that, you're not hitting your Great Shield, you're not hitting your Medallion, you're not hitting your nuke. So even though you did some godly maneuver, you're actually not gaining as much as you think. You should make things as basic as possible. So Visage, when he's behind, he's not bad. Like, people underestimate him a lot when he's behind, because being able to push out lanes when you're behind safely is way too huge. Visage being able to keep this lane pushed in, like this lane should be pushing all the way with birds. Or, I mean, it could be. Like, I don't want to talk about a specific game again because that's stupid. Of course, blah blah blah. Oh no, disaster. We're all dead. Bye bye, Radiant. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, chasing everyone. Where is Visage during this? He's down here. You can't do anything here. Leave him, get out. Even if you nuke, you're not going to save him. So don't. Like, your hero is so slow. That's why I like Tranquil Boots. Like, even if your Tranquil Boots get broken, you're actually like almost normal movement speed, right? Like, it's at least plus 10 about boots. So instead of 285, you're 295, which isn't good. But here, you should definitely be nuking. Nuke. Don't do this. Dax is gonna call your birds if it's good, and then they'd be dead. You need to land. Oh no. Oh, what else is there? Trolling birds. You need a judge when a stun is good and when a damaging is good, unless you have Drow, Visage, or Lycan. Visage hitting with birds is almost always inferior to stunning with birds, but you do want to get in as many hits as possible. If you see a 4-man stun, you should almost always go for it. There are exceptions. If you see a target, you need to burst. The ideal teamfight position for Visage is hero from side, birds from back. They're pushing your tier through. The support's here. You Atos him, instantly dead. Medallion, birds hit, nuke, run with the hero, birds finish, birds going for a stun. That's how your ideal team fight will go. There are heroes that are strong when fights are extended. Visage is one of them. Usually, because you just have such a long such a long range nuke that's on such short cooldown. So you do want fights to extend, and your birds keep recharging. Having double birds for fights is usually overrated compared to what it can give you if you split push. I think there are situations where you do want double birds for fights, but if you can force a hero up here or get half the damage on the tower, I would usually take that over having an extra bird. When you farm with birds, you do want to last hit with them, and that's something that is actually a lot of farm. Last hit with them, and then when you land them, you hit the range creep a bit. You hit the range creep until you can kill your stomps, and then you get an extra range creep. You want to time your stomps to get 1 or 2 melee creeps, and then you should get like 3 to 4 creeps. You should get, like, if there's 4 creeps in the wave, you should get at least 3. If there's 5, you should get 4, stuff like that. If you have the time for micro it. You should actually get every creep, honestly, but like, if you can get most creeps, that's just good enough. The main thing is the pressure, and you're gonna get gold. Don't A-click them. If you need to A-click them, A-click the range one, because at least you'll get that 1 CS. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. I'm sleepy. This game is completely over, I think. When they kill your birds is actually the saddest thing. When you play against Visage, you should focus birds. Unless you play against my Visage, then you should never attack the birds because you should let me be happy. If it Atos, this guy would be dead. Just saying. Aegis Spectre. Visage is one of the best for Spectre because when she goes in, you can get 3 nukes on her in a fight really easily and your birds destroy her. Every time this bar goes up, you should be nuking. Bar up, nuke. Bar up, nuke. Bar up, nuke. 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 How are they winning this? Yeah, Axe is actually way too obnoxious with Visage. He has no birds. He needs to be closer to a fight so he can keep nuking. They won that fight. I can't believe it. I'm blaming Spectre because she didn't run in with Aegis. I actually can't believe they won the fight. That was ridiculous. This show's legit. They win this game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
No, they definitely do not. Holy shit, they definitely do not. Yeah. Like, holy shit. Like, if they cut the Spectre is actually just way too farmed, that's actually ridiculous. But, I mean, it's like Jog's one of the better heroes because of this thing. But he has this shitty item that ruins it. This item sucks too. BKB's mediocre, Butterfly's good. See, the birds are just going on Axe, so that really sucks that you can't land them during that, they just die to call. So when you play against an Axe, you need to make sure if he calls, he's only hitting your birds and he's calling in a position where you're going to kill them and this game's over. The main things to take away from this game are you need to have a lane. If you don't have a lane, you need to farm somewhere early. When him and Jakiro went mid and Visage wasn't given the levels, that was game losing for them. I think Visage could have snowballed that game really easy. You need to judge when you have enough damage and you can go Atos. If you need disables, you can go Atos, stuff like that. When you go with birds, you want to flank their supports. You almost always want to go for the supports. There are cases where you do want to go for the carry, but they're more rare. Blah, blah, blah. What else was there? I'm actually way too sleepy for this shit. What is wrong with my chat? Your spell sequence should always nuke. When your nuke's up, you need to cast spells quick on Visage. You want to have a flank with Visage because your spells are so long range, and if you can draw them towards you, you're like when a carry hero runs towards you and you're 1,000 range to the side, they're actually just losing DPS by running at you. And if you can kite them, you're actually winning your team the game. You want to get as many hits off before you stun with Visage. That should be obvious, but stunning's priority unless you have Drow Visage or something like that. You would need to split push with your birds, otherwise you're not utilizing the hero properly. You're losing farm and you're not creating enough pressure. You can jungle very quickly on that hero, and you can block enemy camps, which is also good. Game specific though. When you're level 11, you can backdoor tier 1 towers, which will help your team catch up. It's actually a lot of good and it's very easy to do. And when you do it, they might go for your bridge, which will create space for your team, which is nice. Okay, next replay. The hell? Okay, so my laptop disconnected from the internet. Don't know why. So I just missed all of chat and I didn't see anything. I thought it was bugged. So I'm going to wait a bit. I hope my internet didn't go out because that would really suck if I was talking to no one, because that's happened way too much in my life. Fuck. How do I just have no internet access? Okay, I can't look it on my laptop. I need to look it on here. I don't know how to upload it. I think Twitch changed it. I'm actually not uploading it. Right, I did Slashers, I did Furion, I did Visage, what else? Fucking Luna. Maybe 5k MMR Chen. Let's go. I mean, come on. I love how he said it though. Like, instead of pointing fingers at my teammates, I want to see what I could have done different. That might have won us the game. Sapphires performance, they still lost the game. That's fine. I like the approach. Okay. Yeah, nice la. Okay, I have my laptop internet back. I switched rooms I'm in, so my Wi-Fi is really bad. It's not the laptop, just to clear that up. I am now in what my friends refer to as a bomb shelter because like I have all the canned food on the side and like I have like, I don't know, camping supplies and like it's a storage room. So I used to live like my aunt used to live with my family, but she moved out, so now I used her old room as where I play.